Magandang hapon po mga katribu. Ito po ang napaka-exciting na episode po natin kasi po we are honored to have him as our guest. The popular, the dedicated advocate for health and wellness. Yung kaibigan ko na alam na niya ang sekreto sa mahabang buhay. Please welcome the former director of PITAHC of the Department of Health, Philippine Institute for Traditional and Alternative Healthcare, at siya po ay isang health and wellness advocate at longevity advocate. Please welcome my good friend, Jaime Dy-Liacco. Hi, Jaime.
Hello, everybody.
Jaime, alam po mga katribo, si Jaime po ay kusang loob. Walang pagod. Talagang walang pagod siya at nagtutulong sa komunidad. Siya po ay nagtuturo ng mga basic health tips na siyang magiging para siyang gamot para sa lahat ng ating mga maliliit na karamdaman. At di kaya baka malalaking bagay na problema sa ating kalusugan. Let's listen to his story. Siya po ay isang cancer survivor at ang goal po niya is to reach the age of, Jaime, anong age po ang inyong target?
Past 101.
Past 101.
Because the law says, the new law says, if you reach 101, you get 1 million pesos.
Kailangan 101.
Yeah, 101. Kailangan, you would have to pass 101 so you can enjoy the 1 million pesos.
Oo, tama. Exactly.
If you just reach 101 and then you die, what happens to the 1 million? Sayang naman.
Papupunta sa mga apo mo, Jaime. Pero, lampas ng 101. Kaya ba natin lahat? Can we do it?
Well, I'll tell you what the secret is. Have a very active life. When I was...
Number one,
my,
buhay.
You know, I was lucky I was born before the laptops were available, before
the gadgets.
For TV. So to enjoy our lives as little boys and girls, we always played outside.
Yes. Siyempre noon, naglalaro lang sa labas. Walang gadgets.
We played patintero, we played, everything was running. So a very active life. And at a very young age, playing basketball, because that's the way we enjoyed our young lives.
Mm-hmm.
But now I see my grandchildren, they're there sitting down, watching the laptop screen or the desktop screen and typing. They're not running out, they're not playing outside. They're just sitting down.
So, medyo nakakaalala ngayon.
I was born before the age of desktops and laptops and TV. So we had a very active, youthful life. And then, in addition, I loved swimming.
You love swimming?
So I was swimming all the time, and I was lucky to be born in the province which is near. I would sleep on the beach overnight, and my mother was very permissive. I would tell her, we're going out, my friends and I, there would be three of us, to this beach, and we would sleep on the beach at night. I would swim in the daytime, sleep on the beach. I remember one particular night, we would just bring uh, canned goods with us to eat because there were no beach resorts.
Right. Walang
But,
elektrisidad noon sa beach, sa mga
oh,
playa.
but I still remember this. At that time, I was in my first or second year high school. I think. The most popular actress was Catherine Grayson. I don't know if you uh, remember her. Catherine Grayson. Everybody loved her. And that night I was dreaming that Catherine was kissing me.
Okay.
I woke up and there was a dog licking my face.
Kakatawa. Oh, that's a great memory. Okay, so Jimmy, number one, stay active, right? Be
Yeah,
active.
physically active.
Okay, number two, ayan.
Number two, drink lots of water. Luckily, there was no Coca-Cola, there was no soft drinks.
Lang soft drinks noon.
The only soft drink at that time was True Orange.
Okay, eto, tubig ha. Okay, number two, ilang basong tubig, Jimmy? Araw-araw.
At that time, when I was growing up, I didn't count the number of glasses. But now that I'm adult, now that I'm a doctor of metabolic medicine, I find that you have to maintain, and this is the key, the foundation for real good health, you have to maintain your body 75% water.
Okay?
Our body, God made our body 75% water. It differs by organ, but the whole body runs on water. The brain is 85% water.
Hmm.
If the brain is dried up, you will not be able to sleep. You will not be sleep. You will have migraines. You will have headaches. You will not have a good memory. How come my memory is still good at 91?
Yeah, Jimmy, congratulations.
And my brain has 85% water.
So Jimmy, how many glasses do you drink a day?
I found that you need to drink 15 8-ounce glasses daily.
15, mga katribo.
An 8-ounce glass. An 8-ounce glass is the ordinary glass that you find in restaurants.
Like this?
Yeah, 8 ounces. That's 240 milliliters.
So 15 glasses, 15 basong tubig araw-araw.
Yes, and you've got to drink the right kind of water.
Mm.
Because if you drink the wrong kind, that wrong kind will shorten your life.
So anong klaseng tubig, Jimmy?
The right kind of water, the best water, anywhere in the world, anywhere in the Philippines, is water from the faucet.
Galing sa gripo ang pinakamagaling na tubig.
Tap water, everywhere I go, before the pandemic. The pandemic started, I was 89 years old. Before the pandemic, I was still going out every month to a different province.
Mm.
Covered the entire Philippines. as far north as Sagada, as far south as Zamboanga, and all the provinces in between. In the last province, I was holding healing missions every month. And I would spend 2 days, one day giving a seminar for 8 hours, and the second day teaching people how to muscle test.
Ayan, mga katribo, si Jimmy
And
talaga
then
walang pagod to.
spending 7 to 10 days afterwards giving free consultations.
Jimmy, wala ka ng consultations ngayon?
I still have daily consultations, but right now it cannot be face to face.
Hindi pa pwede.
Because you have to be a resident of my subdivision to be able to enter. Because of COVID, the subdivision is very strict. Unless you're a resident, you cannot enter. So what I say, if you want a consultation, you take a selfie of your face and you vibrate to me. And I can use that selfie of your face.
Selfie?
Yes.
Magsa-selfie ako, papadala ko sa inyo ang picture ko. Ganon.
That's right.
On your cell phone?
On your cell phone.
Okay.
And I can use that selfie of your face on my cell phone as if we are having a face-to-face consultation. And I can tell you exactly what the cause is and the remedy for your problem.
Okay, so yan ang tinatawag na muscle testing. Okay? Yung sinasabi nyo ay muscle testing?
Yes, it's called muscle testing. It's actually the brain of the patient telling me what's wrong with her and what is causing it and what the right remedy is. Because the brain knows everything about your body. It's the brain that controls the nervous system, everything. Even the nervous system from the spinal cord is also controlled by the brain. And your brain knows everything that's happening inside you.
Okay.
And testing taps the brain. See, the earth is like one big magnet. The North Pole is positive, the South Pole is negative.
Negative. So, north and
Because
south.
there is an bioelectrical current flowing all the time from north to south, from north to south. And that is why you can read a compass at sea. You can read a compass right there where you are in the room. Because the bioelectrical current penetrates the whole earth. And your brain is we are like little magnets. There's a bioelectrical current flowing from the brain to our feet. The brain is positive like the North Pole, and the feet are negative like the South Pole. And there's that bioelectrical current flowing all the time from north to south, from brain to feet. And what happens is I break into that current with muscle testing by touching you or touching your facial photo in my cell phone.
Galing. Libre yan, Jim. Libre.
I'm sorry?
Is that a free consultation?
All my consultations are free. Because why? Because I owe it to the Holy Spirit.
Wow, galing.
All healing comes from the Holy Spirit, not from me. All healing comes from the Holy Spirit, without exception. The reason I'm saying that is I learned muscle testing from my mentor, Dr. James Overman of Ohio. And I learned the mechanics of muscle testing, but I was getting the wrong answers. I could not cure anybody. So I called Dr. James Overman and I said, what am I doing wrong? I'm doing everything the way you told me to do it, but I'm not getting the right answers. And you know what his answer was? Have you prayed to the Holy Spirit?
Oh my God. You asked for guidance, right?
I'm asking you, have you prayed to the Holy Spirit? I said, oh no. What did I say? You just, very simple. We just say, come, O Holy Spirit, please help me find the truth about the people that you sent to me for healing. That's all you pray, he said. So that's what I prayed. And to my surprise, the very next patient, my gosh, everything was clicking correctly, everything was right. I now could find out what was causing his cancer. Like this fellow, 18-year-old boy in Davao. He was in a coma all the time.
Ito yung
He has-
pasyente ni Jimmy.
he
Oh,
has
Jimmy,
to-
I'm sorry, Jim. Can we tell that story after a commercial break?
Yeah, okay.
Right? Ayan
Yeah.
mga katribo, abangan po ninyo itong napakagandang storya, malahimalang storya ng isang teenager. Sa aming pagbabalik, huwag po kayong aalis.
Magandang araw mga katribu! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelevelo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chert Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas na ang mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Ang Daily Tribune may digital shows na din. Dahil sa mas lumalaki at mas lumalakas nating tribu, handog sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang mga programang magbibigay buhay araw-araw. Be informed at mag-good vibes tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Be updated sa news and happenings sa Tribune News on Cue. Mas kilalanin pa natin ang mga paborito nyong atleta sa programang The Athletes Tribune. Alamin ang latest entertainment sa programang What's Up. Ma-inspire sa mga kwentong hatid ng Perfect. Search lang ang Daily Tribune sa inyong Facebook at Tribune Now on YouTube. See you there mga katribu! Alamin ang latest entertainment at sa mga paborito nyong celebrities kasama si Pocholo Concepcion sa programang What's Up. Makibanding at kwentuhan kasama ang mga kilalang personalidad sa entertainment industry. Sama-sama natin silang kilalanin at silipin ang makulay nilang mundo every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Kaya sit back and relax lang kayo mga katribu. Hanapin at ilike ang Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube.
Welcome back mga katribu. Kasama po natin ating special guest. Once in a lifetime interview po ito dahil it's very difficult to get him as a guest to share all his secrets and knowledge about natural health and longevity. Si Jaime Dy-Liacco. Kaya ito na yung mga stories niya na siyang nakatulong po sa mga ilang mga tao na kung saan sasabihin ng mga ibang doktor, imposible ang mga kaso nila. So Jimmy, tell us the story of that boy from Mindanao, from Davao.
Well, I went to Davao to give a healing mission. I had finished my 2 days of seminars, and I was now holding consultations. And this woman came to me and said, I cannot bring my son here because he is in a coma. He was in the hospital for 2 weeks. They could not wake him up. They finally told me, bring him home. We're sorry, but there's nothing more we can do. So the woman said, I cannot bring my son here. He's in bed, lying down. He's not waking up. Can you please come to my house? I said, oh, okay, after the consultations here, I'll go to your house. So I went there, and the boy was lying down, and I held his hand, and I said, if you can hear me, squeeze my hand. Nothing, no squeezing. So I went close to his ear, and I shouted, if you can hear me, squeeze my hand. And nothing. He couldn't hear me. So I started muscle testing. Something must be wrong in the brain. If he cannot hear me, something must be wrong in the brain. And I found he had 1 million hookworms in the brain.
Mga parasites.
Through muscle testing, he had 1 million bookworms in the brain. So I told the mother, we have to kill the bookworms. So how do we do that? I said, here is a zapper.
Yeah, yung biozapper, no?
It's an electronic instrument. You have to hold the handholds. It will run 1 milliampere of electrical current through your body. It will electrocute the hookworms in the brain. But he cannot hold these handholds. So this zapper has foot pads, where instead of holding it, you take the foot pads to the soles of the feet, and it will also run 1 milliampere through the body.
How long was the session?
Red foot pad to the right foot and the blue foot pad to the left foot. So I said, where can I get that? I said, you can only buy it in Manila. The maker, senior, he was an American missionary. He was living in here in Novaliches, and he was making it. And he was really making it for export to the United States. But I asked him, please sell it also in the Philippines. He said, but it's too expensive. I said, how much is it? At that time, it was 7,000 pesos per zapper. But that was more than 20 years ago. Inflation has made it more expensive. I said, why is it too expensive? I saw the zapper and it had sound. I said, why does it have sound? He said, so you will know it's working. I said, but to have that sound, what did you do? Did you put in a little loudspeaker? He said, yes. And the electronic gadgets connected to that speaker to produce the sound? He said, yes. I said, look, you don't need that. I want a cheaper
version. Yeah, a cheaper version.
Which people here can afford. So please take out the sound. He said, how will they know it's working? I said, it's very easy. You have two meters, two gauges. One gauge was showing that the sound was working, and the other gauge was showing that the electrical current was flowing through the body. He said, I said, take out that meter for the sound. Just have the electrical current meter and take out the loudspeaker, take out all the gadgets that is causing the sound. Take it all out. And instead of that, I said, what's running this? He says, 7-volt battery. I said, I want a stronger zapper. Instead of that, can you put another 7 or 9-volt battery? So now we will have 2 9-volt batteries. He said, yes. So he did it. I said, how much is it now? He said, it's now 5,000 pesos. I said, that's better.
Okay. Jimmy, when you're talking, don't cover your face. I can't see your face when you're talking. Sorry, edit that.
So that's, and the zapper is now widely used. And when I came back to Manila, the mother ordered a zapper from Manila. It was sent there by LBC. And when it arrived, she zapped her son. And after again, using muscle testing, I said, you have to zap him for 1 hour, 3 times a day.
1 hour, 3 times a day with the zapper to kill the millions of hookworms.
Between zapping. And you use, for hookworms, you use the second calibration because there are 4 calibrations. One for parasites like fungus, second for worms like hookworms, pinworms, roundworms, all kinds of worms, the third for all kinds of bacteria, and the fourth for all kinds of viruses, like the COVID-19 virus, like the HIV virus, or any virus, the fourth calibration. So I said, use the second calibration for the worms. That same day after she received it, she texted me. She was first trying to call me, but she couldn't get through. So she texted me and she said, after the first zapping, 1 hour at the second calibration, my son woke up.
Oh my gosh, what a miracle.
He is now in the bathroom brushing his teeth.
Jim, paano yun? Yung mga hookworm na yun, saan galing?
The hookworms, believe it or not, they come from purified waters. All the parasites come from these bottled waters. The purified waters that you find buy from the purification stations, from the water stations, the bottled waters that you buy in the supermarket, the distilled water that you buy in the supermarket, the one that you see people carrying around, drinking from the bottle. That's where the parasites come from. Why? Because the purification, the distillation, the purification purifies the chlorine out of the water.
Oh, you believe in the power of
chlorine. That's why the government, all governments around the world put chlorine in the tap water because that's what people drink. They put chlorine there to keep it safe from parasites.
I see. So, Jim,
when you purify it, you purify the chlorine out.
Okay, I get it. I get it. So, Jim, alam ko na you are famous for, kasi 30 minutes lang yung show, no? I know you are famous for your saging na saba, siling labuyo, and sea salt or asin dagat. Can you teach us how to use that?
Yes, because let me just finish on the water. If you use the bottled waters, the purified waters, the distilled waters, or even boiling, if you boil the tap water, you also boil out the chlorine. You use those waters, the purified, the distilled, the boiled water. You use it to water any plant. You try it. Don't take my word for it. You try it. That plant will be dead in 2 days. Because you have also purified out the 72 minerals that tap water has. And the body needs those minerals. If you drink tap water and the right amount of water, your blood sugar will always be normal. Because where does the insulin come from? The insulin comes from the pancreas. It's produced by the pancreas. But if you don't drink the right amount of water, your pancreas will get dried up. All the organs will get dried up. And if you drink other liquids, every glass of the other liquid, like every glass of soft drink, will drain your body of an equal amount of water.
Okay, so mga katribu, ibig sabihin, kahit umiinom tayo ng kape, tsaa, soft drink, at fresh juices,
What you need to do is you have to add.
Ayan, dapat dagdagan pa.
So if you drink 2 glasses of Coke or 2 glasses of whatever soft drink, you have to add, to compensate, 2 glasses of water to the 15 glasses you are drinking.
Ayun. Mga
So now you
katribu,
drink
practical
17 glasses of water. Now what happens to the water? You can drink 20 gallons of water a day, you will still be dehydrated. You'll be dried up if you don't take salt.
So kailangan kumain ng sea salt?
The salt is what allows the body to retain the water. So even if you drink 20 bottles, 20 glasses, 20 liters of water, you just keep urinating it out, you'll just keep sweating it out. You cannot retain the water.
Eh bakit naman sinasabi?
You need to take a day. You need to take 3 teaspoons of salt to retain that 75% water in your body.
Dapat sea salt.
The salt will not work if you don't have potassium. Get the potassium from ripe, raw, smoked, sabas.
Saba. Yan ang saba, the secret fruit of Jaime Dy-Liacco.
Don't cook it. If you cook it, the potassium is gone. You talk to any nutritionist who graduated from college with a degree in nutrition, and they will tell you that all the nutrition is gone from any food that you cook above 39 degrees centigrade.
So mamawala yung nutrients.
But how do you know? Unless you have a special thermometer, how do you know it's 39 degrees centigrade? But it's below 39. So why don't you just eat it raw?
Raw and fresh.
Then it has all the nutrition that God gave it.
So Jimmy, ilang saging ang kinakain mo araw-araw?
You can get the potassium that you need from either 6 sabas, raw and ripe, or 1 8-ounce glass of red lady papaya.
Ay, papaya. Gustong-gusto ko yung red lady papaya.
You drink 1 glass in the morning at breakfast and you have all the potassium for the day.
Ay, ang galing.
So that's what I do every morning at breakfast. I start with 1 glass of red lady. The red lady not the yellow papaya, the red lady
The
papaya.
red lady. Dapat red lady. Bakit red lady, Jimmy?
Because it has double the nutrition of the yellow papaya.
Ayan. Okay, ulitin natin. Kailangan maging aktibo sa buhay natin. Kailangan magkaroon ng exercise and stay active in your life. Pangalawa, kailangan uminom ng maraming tubig. 15 basong tubig. Pangatlo, kailangan din kumain ng konting sea salt nang sa ganon, ang ating katawan mariretain yung tubig na iniinom natin. Tama ba yun?
Sea salt.
Sea salt.
You cannot take table refined iodized salt.
Right. Dapat sea salt.
Take salt. You put that table refined iodized salt in a bottle of water. You shake it all day. Shake it for 1 year. That salt will still be there.
Oo, kasi sintetiko yun. Yung mga commercial
It
salt.
smell. It is a fake salt made of 4 synthetic chemicals. Synthetic iodine, synthetic sodium, synthetic, both synthetic chemicals. Unfortunately, our government passed what is called the ASIN law. The ASIN law says you can only sell in the retail stores iodized.
Oo nga eh, lahat ng asin natin is may iodine, inayodized na. So it's better to get sea salt kasi may nutrients.
So I buy my salt from Mindoro.
Mm.
It's natural sea salt. It doesn't cost very much. I think it is cheaper than the iodized salt because I only pay 50 pesos for half a kilo.
Wow. Yan ang magaling. Yung natural salt po natin galing sa dagat. Huwag yung commercial salt na binibili sa supermarket.
Because they cannot sell that locally, the law prohibits them from selling it non-iodized salt. What do? They export the salt. They export it to the United States, to everywhere.
Hindi yan tama. We should appeal and repeal that law.
Our sea salt, the Philippine sea salt, is the best sea salt in the world.
Yan, mga katribo, narinig nyo.
Has 72 minerals. Just like our tap water, it has 72 minerals. So that's why, since they cannot sell it locally, they export it.
Okay. So,
Now,
Jimmy,
it is now the foreigners who benefit from the best sea salt in the world.
I
What
know.
do our people buy? They go to the supermarket, they go to the health food stores,
They go to the provinces.
they buy Himalayan salt, which is important, which is expensive, and which does not melt, just like iodized salt.
Mm-hmm. Ayan, pinakamayaman, pinakamagaling na asin galing sa dagat ng
It will
Pilipinas.
not melt in your bloodstream. It will not get absorbed by your body.
Okay, wag Himalayan salt daw, sabi ni Jimmy. Jimmy, paano naman yung raw eggs?
The raw eggs, the egg, happily, is the most nutritious food in the world. It has all the vitamins, the minerals, the amino acids. It has everything. So, people are afraid to eat eggs because they have been told the eggs will increase your cholesterol and you will die of a heart attack if you have high cholesterol. But the U.S. Department of Agriculture, which revises every 4 years its diet recommendation, came out around 4 or 5 years ago. And it was seconded by the American Heart Association. saying we have been wrong about cholesterol for the last 70 years. You need cholesterol. And we have found in the last 25 years that half of the heart attack fatalities in the US have very low cholesterol.
Oh.
So if you want to have a strong heart, eat eggs and don't cook them, because if you cook them above 39 degrees centigrade, the nutrition is gone.
Okay. So, dapat raw eggs. Ano kaya kung half-boiled egg? Pwede.
Yeah, pwede yun. If you can make sure it doesn't go, when you boil it, it doesn't go above 39 degrees centigrade.
Ayun. Tama. Okay, so, sea salt, saging na saba, red lady papaya, raw eggs. Ano pa, G?
Red siling labuyo.
Red siling labuyo. Bakit labuyo?
Why? Because it stimulates the pumping action of the heart. It actually does the work of the heart. It causes your blood circulation to be 100%. And it's the blood that carries all the nutrition, that carries the water to all the cells in the body.
So, magaling ba ang spicy food? Kumain ng spicy food?
I'm sorry?
Magaling ba kumain ng maanghang na pagkain?
And that is why the DOH, that is why Dr. Dy-Liacco, Conrado Dy-Liacco, who is known as the international father of virgin coconut oil, because he did research for the WHO on virgin coconut oil, which is the best oil in the world, better than olive oil.
Ayan, virgin coconut oil, sinabi na niya, paborito ko yan.
Anyway, Dr. Dy-Liacco said in one of his seminars, the heart attack fatality rate in region 5, which is the Bicol region, is the lowest in the entire country. It's only 60 out of 10 million. 60 out, whereas the highest rate is in Manila, in the NCR, where the heart attack fatality rate is, instead of being 60 out, not 1 million, 60 out of 10,000, it is 3,000 out of 10,000.
That's very alarming. So, ibig sabihin,
That
virgin
in-
coconut oil at siling labuyo.
Why is that?
Yes.
It's because the Bicolanos, Region 5, are makisili.
Very good. Very good observation and sharing, Jimmy. Wala na po tayong oras, Jimmy. So, anong sekreto nyo? Your personal secrets to good health and longevity.
Well,
I know you shared everything, but you yourself, your last advice, piece of advice. Ayan.
My secrets are all here.
Ayan.
Can you see this book?
Yes. The Power of Natural Healing by Jaime Dy-Liacco.
All my secrets are here. How to cure cancer is here. How to normalize your blood pressure, whether it's low pressure or high pressure. How to normalize your blood sugar. Everything is here. If you have gallstones in the bladder, in the urinary bladder, in the gallbladder, rather, if you have gallstones, what do you do? Do you do surgery? No. In 3 days, you can flush out all the stones. When you poo, it will all come out in 3 days.
In 3 days. Jimmy, is that book available now for sale?
Yes.
Okay, so we can call, anong number, Jimmy, to call you for the book? You can put the book down now.
Call my nurse, Madel.
Jimmy, we can't hear you.
Cell phone number is 0917 774
0917 774. I think I have her number, the number of Madel, your secretary. Here.
I tell you.
Number ni Madel, mga katribu. We can flash it on the screen. Ito, 0917-354-2352. Tumawag po kayo kay Madel. Siya po ay nurse at secretary ni Jaime Dy-Liacco para sa kanyang libro, The Secrets of Natural Healing.
If for any reason you cannot get through, the signal is weak, you call the landline. The landline is 8924-2487.
Yan.
And you can call the landline from your cell phone.
So Jimmy, you have to share with us, how do you plan to live up to and beyond 101? You will collect your 1 million, and then how do you plan to do that?
I still try to be physically active. I didn't finish how I used to be physically active. I took up scuba diving.
Yes, you did. You told us you would like to scuba dive.
I have done more than 1,000 dives in my lifetime, all around the world. Everywhere I go, I don't do a land tour, I do an underwater tour. And I tell you, the best scuba diving sites are here in the Philippines.
Right.
Better than Cozumel in Mexico, better than the Maldives, which is very well advertised. The Tubataha Reefs in the Philippines is the best scuba diving site in the whole world. When you come down and you start going down on the water, immediately you see a lot of manta rays all around you. One morning, when I woke up, I was on the TriStar yacht, which goes there every summer. And what do I see? Swimming around the yacht was 1 meter wide dolphins, all dolphins. If you jump into the water, you will hit a dolphin. So, how do I keep active now?
Yes. How do you keep active now?
Well, how about rock and roll dancing? Not this sweet music dancing. Do the jitterbug. Do the,
You dance. Okay. All right.
yeah. Do the
Stay active by dancing. Ay, maganda yon. Kailangan sumayaw.
not the sweet
pa yun?
cheap music.
Okay. Tapos, sleep. How many hours of sleep a day?
You have to have at least 7 hours of sleep.
Okay.
It can be continuous 7 hours, or it can be accumulated. 3 hours, 4 hours, so on. But 7 hours a day.
Okay.
And if you want to sleep well during the whole night, be sure you take at bedtime 1 teaspoon of sea salt and 3 8-ounce glasses of tap water, and you will sleep soundly during the night.
Right.
like 1 teaspoon of sea salt will retain the water, so you will not keep waking up to urinate.
Right. Okay. So Jim, we don't have any more time. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, your tips, and your knowledge with us. Magpapasalamat po tayo kay Jaime Dy-Liacco na napakahalaga po ang kanyang mga tips para lalong humaba ang ating buhay. We wish you all the best and congratulations because I know you will reach beyond 101.
Well, I hope so, so that I can enjoy the 1 million pesos.
Gusto niya yung 1 million na papremyo when you reach 100, right? Pag beyond 100.
No, no, no. The 100 law has been revised.
O revised na 101 na ngayon.
Before it was, if you reach 100, you get 100,000.
O hindi, masyadong maliit yun.
Has been revised to 101, you get 1 million.
Okay. So alam ko i-challenge ni Jimmy yon at alam ko na siya po ay magwawagi. At napakahalaga ang kanyang longevity tips sa ating lahat mga katribo. Very natural tips that we can do and we can share with our loved ones. Thank you so much, Jimmy. I'll visit you soon.
And you're very welcome.
God bless you, my friend.
Do we have at least 1 minute more?
Yes, of course.
It's so cheap and easy to cure cancer. But you have to eat raw foods. You have to eat raw pork pancreas. And all the wet markets in the Philippines, all of them have raw pork pancreas. Why? Because that is what we Filipinos cook into bok choy. So, in that raw pork pancreas digests the tough outer coating of the cancer cell, which prevents the immune system from going in and killing the cancer cell. And you have to eat raw beef liver. Why? 3 tablespoons a day at lunchtime. Why raw beef liver? Because it is full of enzymes and nutrition that strengthens the immune system. So the raw pork pancreas takes out, digests the tough outer coating of the cancer cell, and the raw beef liver boosts the immune system so that it can kill the cancer cell with enters. Now it can enter the cell. That's the secret. And it's cheap. It's cheaper than IV chemo or surgery or radiation.
Okay. So you have to buy the book of Jaime Dy-Liacco, and the book is available. Just call the number on the screen. Ayan po ang numbers ni Jaime Dy-Liacco para sa free consultation. Jimmy, ano pa yung advice nyo for your mental and emotional well-being?
For my what?
For the emotional well-being and mental well-being, ano ang advice nyo?
Oh, be sure you are free of dehydration because the nervous system and the brain, which controls whether you have depression or
Correct.
memory loss or anxieties or stress, is 80% water. So be sure that you are free of dehydration, and that is in Article 9 in the book I showed you just now. Article 9, how to remain free of dehydration. In Article 5, how to do the 5 steps, the 5 things that will cure cancer.
Oh, ang galing ni Jimmy. Ang dami pa niyang pwedeng i-share sa ating lahat, pero wala na po tayong oras. maybe we'll have a part 2, Jimmy. Thank you for being with us.
And thank you for inviting me. I'm very, it's a very welcome. I cannot go because of all the travel restrictions. I cannot go and do my healing missions. And so thank you for inviting me to this Zoom.
Thank you, Jim, and God bless you. I love you, Jaime Dy-Liacco. Yan po mga katribu ang ating episode ngayon with Jaime Dy-Liacco. Siya po ay napaka-galing, napaka mabait at sa pag-sharing na kanyang kaalaman tungkol sa kalusugan. I hope you enjoyed our episode today. See you again next week, mga katribu. Stay safe and be healthy. Ito po si Cory Quirino.
Fun and inspiring na kwentuhan? Sagot na yan ang programang Spotlight ng Daily Tribune. Makipagkwentuhan at kilalanin ng iba't ibang personalidad na kilala sa kani-kanilang larangan. Manood at makinig sa mga inspiring stories na kanilang ibabahagi kasama si Nina Ventura at Jojo Silvestre. Be ready ng mamangha at matuwa every Thursday alas 2 ng hapon dito lang sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube. Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelevelo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chert Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas na ang mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Thank you.